Is Linda. We're going to do prayer and pledge, and then we'll get up with Maredy singing for us tonight. Linda?
I thought we would do the Lord's Prayer. Our Father,
who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen. It's the glory and the honor. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Linda. Okay, Maredy is going to be our guest speaker tonight, but she also has produced a song, and it's called Wake Up. And she is here to sing it for you tonight, and I think it's going to be exciting. It's also available online. She brought a CD with her, and the proceeds go to... Here.
Good evening.
Maureen.
Everybody say Ma.
Ma.
Now say ready.
Ready.
Like Mama, are you ready? That's how you pronounce my name. Maredy. Just put it together. I don't know if you know Lloyd Marcus, the black guy, the Tea Party black guy. And he one day said, well, you know, anybody wants to write a song or something, we make a CD, DVD, and then the proceeds go to help the families of the fallen soldiers, the soldiers that have been killed in Iraq and Afghanistan. And so I created a song, and it was chosen. I think there's a 30 or 40. So this is a pretty good DVD. It has the CD, and it's 2 CDs and 1 DVD. And the DVD tells you the story and how we did it. And you can see us rehearsing and whatnot. 100% of the proceeds on this is $40. It goes to that this charity. It's America's Mighty Warriors. This is Mark Allen Lee. He is the first Navy SEAL killed in Iraq. And this is his mother. I know his mother. And I'm going to let 1 minute and listen to what she has to say.
My name's Debbie Lee, and I'm the president of America's Mighty Warriors. We want to welcome you today to our website. America's Mighty Warriors was founded in response to my son, Mark Allen Lee, last letter home. It's there on the website up on one of the tabs for you to read in its entirety. But that amazing letter challenges us to do more random acts of kindness. And that's why I founded America's Mighty Warriors. Mark's name means Mighty Warrior. And so to him, I want you to come alongside with me and see all the fun things that we're doing. Go to all the different tabs. There's lots of information up there about us, about Mark, and about what we want to do for our troops, for their families, and especially for the families of the fallen. So again, thank you so much for coming. I can't do this by myself, though. I need your help. So make sure you click on one of the donate buttons and make it possible for us to continue to impact our troops, their families, and the families of the fallen.
So I'm going to sing the song for you that I composed, and you know, there are about 30 other songs that are pretty good too, and so you know, just go ahead and go to America's Mighty Warriors, the website. I think it is posted in your website, and then go to T is the world. Just go there and go see the store, and then just go to TR the world, and this is the product, okay? And that'll be very, very good. And this is the song. So I guess you want me up there, or you? Go up there? Okay.
Here, walk around.
Okay, all right.
I'll turn it on.
It's on. America, wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes and kick them in the butt. America, tell them adios, goodbye. You're fired, you're done, you did not do the job. Goodbye, Obama, adios, farewell. You were the source of my headache. Goodbye, Pelosi, pack up your pearls. String them when as you run fast away. Packing, 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 so that they do not fall rolling on the steps of the hill, on the steps of the hill, of the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill. America, wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes and kick them in the butt. America, tell them adios, goodbye. You're fired, you're done. You did not do the job. You could have done it all right without lies. Instead, we were all deceived. Now it's time to take our America, yes, back. You could have done things all right. In the light. Instead, we were all deceived. Now it's time to take our country back, yes, back. We will take our country back. We will protect our freedoms and our rights. We won't let anybody tread on us. We are Americans. You could have done things all right without lies. Instead, we were all deceived. Now it's time to take your country back. Yes, back. America, wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes and kick them in the butt. America, tell them adios, goodbye. You're fired, you're done, you do not do the job. Goodbye, Obama, adios, farewell. You were the source of my headache. Goodbye, Pelosi, pack up your pearls. String them when as you run fast away. Packing, 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 so that they do not fall on the steps of the hill, on the steps of the hill, of the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill, the hill. America, wake up, wake up, wake up. Open your eyes and kick them in the butt. America, tell them adios, goodbye. You're fired, you're done. You did not do the job. Oh, what a mess. Let's sweep them at the polls. Oh, yes, right at the polls in 2014. It was composed in 2009, so it's 2010, but we can just change the year. So it'll be 2014 now. So that's it. Do you know about the when the children were being, and they say, Obama, Obama, So that's why, yeah.
Thank you, Maredy. We'll have her back up here soon, okay, talking about smart meters. But right now we're going to move along, and tonight happens to be March 4th, and tonight is the night for nominations. So I'd like to introduce you to the nominating committee. That's your cue. The nominating committee is Richard, come on up. Richard, Deborah, and Mary Lou. And they have a few announcements to make.
There's no light here. Good evening, Patriots. Can you say that again? Good evening. Thank you. On behalf of the Village Tea Party, the nominating committee, which consists of my beautiful wife, Deborah, and our good friend, Mary Lou Shively, thank you, and myself, Richard, we want to announce the candidates for the board, and the voting, they want 7 members for the board and only 7. We have 7. The board will determine what positions each of them will have. The actual voting will be next week at the Savannah Center. We need to understand that the members, in order to vote, you have to be a member as of February 28th of this year. And if you want to nominate someone tonight, you have to be a member as of that time, and the person you're nominating also needs to be a member as of that time. The nominations will come from the floor presently. The slate that we have is approved by the 3 of us as the committee, and also by the present board.
The nominating committee will now present the current slates of nominee for the 2013 Board of Directors election to be held next week. They are as follows, in alphabetical order: Jeffrey Atwood, Linda DeHart, Alan Goldberg, Debbie McLeod, Aileen Milton, Jan Marl, and Francis Newbrough. We have bios of each of the above. They're posted on that board to the left of the room, your left. Are there any further nominations from the floor? Okay, hearing none, the nomination slate is now closed.
That was easy.
That was easy. Oh, yes, give me the, please. If we could have each of you come up to say a few words about yourself.
Jeff's not here.
Jeff's not here. Linda DeHart? You're not here either. Linda will reluctantly come up.
Do you want the mic?
I have nothing to say, really. I'm just here. I try to do my best. I try to fill in. Where anybody needs help, I try to do it. So I'm sort of a fill-in person, and I think everybody needs a little bit of that. So that's about it. So hello, and I'm old, so I may not last the year, but anyway.
Hopefully Debbie will be a little cheerier.
I'm probably the youngest one in here. I'm Debbie McLeod. I am a retired federal probation officer, and that's why I'm young, being a retiree. And when I worked, I wasn't able to participate in any kind of partisan stuff, no bumper stickers, nothing. And so once I retired, I was ready to go. So I've been secretary since August, and I enjoy working for this organization, and thank you for your vote.
Debbie does much more than she'll say. She is the backbone of this organization. Aileen Milton.
Do you guys recognize me? Okay, yeah. Can you all say my name? Do I need to say anything more? Let me tell you, the current board has done a fantastic job this last almost year. We've been in existence since June. Linda is what I call, her official title for me is she's a rover. And I've been a rover in softball for years. And that means she covers between third base and first base and everything in between. And so she's done a great job at that. She doesn't need to have one particular job. She has many. And a lot of times she takes care of the volunteers in the different projects we have going on. She worked great at Strawberry Festival, the American Heritage event. She worked at the Florida Convention Center with me. So she's been a great right-hand person. She travels with me. She's gone to see Glenn Beck several times together. So she's been great. Debbie over here has, if we didn't have a secretary, you'd never have any notes. And so she has a thick book from all our meetings and committees, and she sends me minutes, and I agree with them. And then she goes on. She's also been a great help with volunteers and doing the literature table and getting all sorts of kind of things done. So we do appreciate everything that Debbie has done for us. Jeff Atwood, who isn't here tonight, he's with family, but he did actually step forward to run. And he is now helping us with the website and doing that type of thing. So he is going to be an important asset to this group. The other person who's not with us tonight is Francis Newborough. He is a friend. He's also goes to the same church as I do. And he has become our cameraman. And he's the one who's been doing the lugging of the cameras around, and he does our video page of the meetings afterwards. And he has become a major asset to this organization. He's a little short guy, doesn't say much, therefore you might not even. He's one of those guys that sort of disappears in the room, but don't tell him I said that. He's up right now in North Carolina, just had a brand new grandbaby. His name is Wyatt. And I just think that's a really cool name. So he'll be back with us next week, and thank Verwayne for coming up. And let me tell you a little bit about Verwayne while I've got a minute. Verwayne is, stand up Verwayne, he is with Freedom in America, U.S. And if it wasn't for Verwayne and his group, we would not be live, because he's the one who has the network, and he is doing this for us and comes up here and has done everything possible to get our computers set up. And with him came Les and Dale. Thank you guys for coming up here this week. They're back there. Thank you guys. And they, I know Dale does a radio show, and I'm dying to be interviewed by him. And Les helps you. Les just got out of surgery about 3 weeks ago. He had his spine operated on. But anyway, I appreciate your vote. If you want me to continue doing what I've been doing for the last year, please mark my name on the ballot. You know, I've lived in a lot of different places across the country, so and I've also been a vice president for a property management company, so I'm used to dealing with guys. And my husband has been my biggest supporter, from softball to the Village's Tea Party. And I appreciate everything that the members represent, because if it wasn't for the members, we wouldn't be here either. So thank you. John, I'm going to give you a special shout out tonight. Stand up, John, and his wife. And they donated $100 to our organization. They will be up on our contribution page tomorrow. Thank you very much. Rita, I want to thank you for being part of this group, okay? Rita's not running this time, and Barbara Zan is also not running, but without Barbara, we wouldn't have had a website for this last year. Alan's still running. I think he's got a few words to say too. But thank you guys. Thank you for your support. We enjoy you still being here, and I know Jan's going to have a few words too, and Debbie and Richard and Mary Lou are going to introduce them. Thank you. Thank you for continued support.
Jan. And Alan will be on deck.
Good evening. This is the first political involvement that I've had. I was born in, you can't hear me? Stool.
You're getting up in the world.
I think Aileen is taller than I am. I was born and raised in Michigan, large family, and my career was in data processing in the computer world. And we've been in the Villages since 2005, and got involved with the Tea Party last year, and I've been involved with the website and the Twitter and the various things supporting the group. And I filled in with a board member that left late in the year, and so well, anyway, I hope to be able to contribute to the group and in various ways throughout the year. So thank you for your support.
Last but not least, Alan Goldberg. I need the stool too.
Yeah, right? Can you see me? As he towers among them all. Let's see my credentials. I'm president of the Villages Railroad Historical Society, the one that brings you the big Christmas train show. And I'm also a member of the National Model Railroad Association, a life member of the American Philatelic Society. I'm a member of the Lady Lake Historical Society and the Wildwood Historical Society, so you can see I'm pretty active in the neighborhood. I'm also a former registered Democrat who has seen the light. I am also a former small businessman. I had a business with partners that did anywhere from $25 to $50 million a year. So this president has no concept of small business. I do. So let's get him out of office. I feel honored to be on the board, and I hope I can contribute in the future with your votes, and I thank you for your time.
Thank you, and we'll turn it back over to Aileen. The stool's still warm.
Yeah, the stool is still warm. Alan forgot to mention he's also our treasurer, and so he's a money man. Did you doubt that? Yeah. And Jan has done an absolutely tremendous job with our social networking. So we appreciate all our board members. We hope that you do, and come out next week, and we're going to have a ballot. Now, let's move forward. Thank you for the nominating committee. They've done a great job. We appreciate all their hard work, and we had to rope them, tie them, drag them to a meeting or two, but they're here, they survived, and they will continue and be in charge of the election next week. So thank them. Let's give them a round of applause. Now let's move forward with our guest speaker tonight. Maredy came all the way from Volusia County. She has done a fantastic job over there with a Tea Party, with the Spruce Creek Patriots, and oh God, how do I ever forget that? Okay, it's bucket time. It's bucket time. That means grab your wallets. Okay, we got to pay for the room, and we appreciate it. Get your money out. We take 5s, we take 10s, but we prefer 20s. So we appreciate anything you guys can do to help us continue to keep the organization running. Anyway, as they're doing that, and you're digging deep, Maredy has agreed to come and talk to us tonight about smart meters. Maredy, I also want to introduce you to Dick Bellis, who's with us tonight. Dick, meet Maredy. Maredy, Dick. Dick was recently elected with some support from the Villages Tea Party to be the SECO trustee. SECO stands for Sumter Electric Co-op and Cooperative. And Dick is going to represent all of us and our concerns about smart meters. So Maredy, I destroy her name. But it's the accent. There's a difference in the accent. Come on up here, Maredy, and you can speak from there. And let's hear what she has and what she's done to stop smart meters in Volusia County, because she's done a great job. Thank you, Maredy.
Thank you for having me. I'm very happy to be here because I am very interested on stopping smart meters. First of all, we are all followers, I can tell, of Glenn Beck, correct? Okay. He is doing the American labs, and he's trying to find an alternative form of energy. That's the key. That's the key. Because see, right now we have a monopoly, and that's why we have a problem. They tell us they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and we have nowhere to turn. Okay? So finding an alternative form of energy is key to liberating ourselves from this tyranny that is being imposed on us. Because if we don't want the smart meters, I don't know why we have to take them if we have very good, safe analog meters working right now. So work on that, guys. If some of you are engineers or you know of engineers or very smart people, tell them we need alternative forms of energy. There is a very good movie called thrivemovement.com. Please watch that, because besides being a movie, it's also a center of activism worldwide. This was founded by Foster Gamble from the family of Procter & Gamble, and he knows what's going on. He's wide awake. And so remember that, thrivemovement.com. Watch the movie, wake up even more, because there's a lot that's going on, maybe more than you can imagine. I learn things all the time, new things all the time. And then become active. Glenn Beckey's fantastic. Another guy that is very good, that tells the way it is Alex Jones. Remember that name, Alex Jones. And watch his interviews, and just follow him, because he is awake and he's telling us what's going on. When you go first of all, the first move of action that you need to take is, if you still have an analog, and your analog has the dials and the carousel, you need to put a sign immediately, and that says, do not install a smart meter. You need to call the power company and tell them you don't want a smart meter. Send me a letter of confirmation, make a copy, put a protector in the put it in a sheet protector, post it right there. And if you can, put a padlock, and if you can stand by there 24/7, stand by there 24/7 to save your analog. That's the first line of defense. Don't let them take your analog away. And it's very easy. Just call them and tell them you don't want one. What is the county? What county are you in? Go to your county council members and tell them to pass a resolution. There are 6 resolutions in Florida. You can see them going to microwavechasm.org. Microwavechasm, CHASM.org. And you can see the 6 resolutions that have been passed in Florida to give you the option of opting out of smart meters. The way to do this, and I have been very successful, 3 of them were passed by my group and me, my husband. You don't need a lot of people going to see the county council members. Pick up the phone, make an appointment with each one of them. I saw all 7 individually. Bring a PowerPoint presentation. If you don't have it, I can email it to you, mine, and explain to them what the smart meters are all about. Once that they are convinced that, you have to convince them they're not good, that you know that they're going to vote on your favor, okay? But you need to spend between 30 to 40 minutes with each one of the county council members. That's what I did. And then you go to the public meeting, and then you get your 3 minutes, okay? But then you know already how they're going to vote. Because if you just go there without talking with them for 3 minutes, first of all, they're not even listening. I noticed that when we were trying to get rid of ICLEI in Volusia. I said to my husband, they're not listening. Do you see? I think they're in La La Land. They're somewhere else. They're not listening. 3 minutes is not much. And that was my husband's idea. He says, you're going to have to talk to them face to face. So I got on the phone and I made appointments, and I got to know them. The first thing was International Council for Local Environmental Initiatives, which is the implementing arm of Agenda 21 at the local level. I know Karen Sean. She sent me the brochure, but a friend of mine, she says, oh, look at Democrats against UNAgenda21.com. And I thought, great. Is there really a Democrat that is against Agenda 21? That's wonderful, you know? So I took Karen's, but then I made mine, and I put Democrats against UNAgenda21.com. Because when I go out to public places, and they see me coming and I give it to them, I don't know how they know that I'm a Republican, but they say, we're not Republicans, so we're not interested. And I said, this is Democrats against United Nations Agenda 21, and then they listen. And it was this website by Rosa Coire, and I have spoken to Rosa Coire. I said, your website was what stopped ICLEI in Volusia County. Because when I went to see one of the county council members, Andy Kelly, he was just there sitting, just very bored, almost like, falling asleep when I was talking about Agenda 21. But then I said to him, take this brochure, look at this. He's a Democrat. Democrats against UNAgenda21.com. He was sitting down, he sprung up, he woke up, because no, seriously, I think he falls asleep, okay, when you're talking to him. He got up, he says, and he took it from me, he says, I'm so glad that you're giving me this. And I look at my husband, I go like, see, I knew this is a good website. Well, a friend of mine told me that he took it to another county council member there, who is very, very green. You know, green. You know what I mean by green. He says, hey, did you know that Agenda 21 is part of, ICLEI is part of Agenda 21? She says, no, I don't know if that's true or not. I said, no. Well, I tell you what, ICLEI was not renewed as of February of 2012. So I found my way. I thought, all I have to do is go and talk to them face to face and explain to them what this is all about. So let's now take the charge for smart meters. And that's what we did again. We went there, we spoke with them, we put together a folder. That was the idea of Peggy Black, one of my Spruce Creek Patriots, my husband. It was only the three of us. The first time with ICLEI, we got rid of ICLEI, only two of us, my husband and me. Okay? Then the second evil to take down was the smart meters and pass that resolution. Peggy got on board and she put together a folder that she made 7 folders for each one of the county council members. The key document in that folder is the Energy Policy Act of 2005, because that is the law, and that says, the law says, upon request. Put a smart meter in the house of the citizen or the consumer upon request. Upon request, 4 or 5 times. I have that document here if you want to take a look at it. Okay? So, first thing you have to do is visit your county council members, get in touch with me, sprucecreekpatriots@gmail.com, sprucecreekpatriots@gmail.com. I'll send you the documents so that you can make your folders. I'll send you the PowerPoint presentation. Bring your laptop, sit there with your county council person individually, and convince them how insidious this is. That's all it takes. We did that. It went like that. We even got I was the only one when I was spoken. I said, we should opting in. We shouldn't be opting out. We should opt into this if we want to, because it's upon request, not opt out, like running away, like we're, from the lion. But they didn't. It didn't register on them. And I talked to one of the county council members who happens to be my neighbor, and I said, "Gee," I said, "well, thank you very much for the opt out, but I want an opt in. This is not good enough. I want to opt in." She says, "Well, let me see if I can change the language," but they couldn't. So then 2 weeks later, we went back. And then we changed it to an opt-in. So we did an opt-out. Then we changed it to an opt-in. And then some other people in other counties that saw what we did, they went back and then they changed their opt-out for an opt-in. You see? And then I'm always during elections and whatever, I'm giving out these, my flyers. I'm always carrying my flyers with me anywhere I go. And anybody I deal with, even if they are nice. The other day at Walmart, I'm there, and I wasn't going to go there, but I said, "Maredy, go there because you need to see baby oil." I wanted to get baby oil, and I said, "I'm not going to buy it because I don't want to charge it," and they didn't have any cash, so I'm not going to use my credit card for baby oil. I'll come back another time, but I just want to see how much it goes and how big the bottle is. And so I wasn't going to go to Walmart. And on my way out, there is this black guy in one of those strollers. He's handicapped, and little cart. And so he stops and he gives me the way, and thank you. And he smiles at me, thank you. And I think, oh, he's a good one to talk to. I think he's nice, he's not going to bite me. And so I said, "Can I speak with you for a minute?" He said, "Sure." So I want to tell you something. Okay, so he park your car over here. So we went to where the lotions were, and I told him all about smart meters, and he was just listening and going, like, paying attention. He was paying attention, and then he says, "You know something? This is divine intervention," he says to me, "because you know something? I am a pastor, and I have a church. And I'm going to be giving a talk about the mess that we have in the country right now. And I know that they are being tyrannical, and I know that they are doing all of this against our will." He says, "But I didn't know, you have given me a lot of information, and I'm going to use it." And he says, "There's no doubt this is divine intervention." So carry always your flyers with you, because you don't know who you're going to change. You don't know who you're going to meet, and it's always good. They're asking me to talk to you about health aspects. Well, the radiation, radio frequencies. They even coming up with saying that the cell phones are not safe. That if you have your cell phone all the time, talking on your cell phone, next to your head, you're going to end up with tumors. So now I have my cell phone on a high speaker, loudspeaker, and I'm like that, talking. I'm not putting it in here. They say, "No, don't put it in next to your body," and that's the cell phone. Well, imagine a smart meter that is going to be talking to all your appliances and all of your electronics. How many electronics and appliances do you have? At least, blender, microwave, the stove, the washer, the dryer, the TV, all of that. Not yet. They don't have the capability of talking to the smart meter yet. Okay? Not yet. But the new ones, they come equipped with a little chip. It's called the ZigBee chip, Z-I-G-B-E-E. And you cannot take it out without disabling the appliance or the electronic. It's in there. So try to take good care of your old appliances and electronics, make them last as long as you can. Because even if they are even taking them away from Goodwill. They are taking them away from the thrift stores, the used ones, and smashing them, because they want you to buy smart appliances. Okay? So the first phase is to install that smart meter outside. The second phase is going to take a little while, but as they phase out your old appliances and electronics, you're going to end up buying those that have a chip, and so that you're going to be in your house, and you're going to be bombarded with all of those RF frequencies and microwave frequencies, because the smart meter is talking to the appliances and to your electronics. The person that pays the bills, the person that is very responsible, the person that is reliable, he's going to be awarded with a Medusa meter. A Medusa meter is a collector meter, which is going to collect the information and the radiation from about 500 houses in his neighborhood. Can you imagine? And then all that information is going to be sent to a hub in the county, in the state, nationwide, and guess what? The whole entire world is being wired up. This is not only happening in the United States. Mexico, I am from Mexico. People don't even know what these are. They call them plastic meters. Because yeah, they're plastic. But they're installed there. And all of this information collected is going to end up in Utah, in 2 huge warehouses. If you go to Stellar Wind, you Google that one. And then they talk about these warehouses. Because this is part of Agenda 21, Agenda for the 21st Century, in which they're going to do an inventory of all human activity and humanity. That's what Agenda 21 is about. Inventory of human activity. They are going to replace America with the United Nations. They are going to replace God with government. They are going to replace family with school. The kids are being indoctrinated. The kids are communists. Okay? Because they're being indoctrinated. And they don't like capitalism. They want to destroy capitalism. That's what Agenda 21 is all about. Lies? Oh, the fires. Well, all you have to do is just Google smart meter fires. And you're going to come up with a lot of fireworks out there. Some states, especially those houses that are old because they have old wiring. Somehow the guy didn't even turn off the electricity, didn't even shut off the electricity before he installed the smart meter, and so I don't know but there's fire. So all you have to do is just Google that, and then you see all those fires. I don't know, I think it was Ohio that they even stopped the installation of smart meters there because there was a problem. I think, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that, but just Google fires, smart meter fires, and you'll see that. So it's very insidious, it's very bad. Please get educated on these. Listen to Glenn Beck. Listen to Alex Jones. There's a lot more. Glenn Beck, we see about 75% of the whole story. Alex Jones gives you the 100% run. Alex Jones. And I'm going to show you real quick here the presentation. are they? Smart meters. Well, I told you just what they were. Smart meters, what are they? A meter that measures how much electricity is being used in your house every minute of every day. Every minute of every day. It's not like, oh, maybe 2-3 times a day. No, no, no. It transmits that information in real time. What does real time mean? Real time. 24/7, 365, all the time, every single minute. Okay? It transmits that information to the power company. Okay, what's an analog look like? It has the little dials. Like I said, those are the good ones. Protect your analog. Keep your analog. Don't let them take it. How do you know? Sometimes a meter could be digital, okay? Like if you already have a smart meter and says, I don't want a smart meter, they may bring you back a digital meter. Okay, how can you distinguish a digital from a smart meter? The smart meter has the FCC letters on the face of the meter, Federal Communications Commission, because it is a radio, it sends signals and it receives signals. So that's how you can distinguish a smart meter, FCC. Why does the company want to do this? Well, of course, they're fat cats. They are making lots of money, even though they receive, listen to this, they received $3.9 billion with a B dollars in 2009, the stimulus, to install them worldwide. So with our own money, we're paying the installation worldwide. Florida got $200 million out of that. And they still want to raise the rates because they're going to do that when they put their smart meters. They just don't want, in the summer, when it's hot, they don't want to make use of this, you know, another power generator. So they're going to ration us. That's what they're going to do. They're going to ration us. Electricity is going to go up very high in the daytime when you need it, when you need your AC, and it's going to be cheaper at nighttime. So we're going to be doing our laundry, our cooking at nighttime. It's going to be a lot cheaper. And that punishes retired people like you because you stay at home. It punishes young mothers and young children that are at home when they need the AC. They're going to tell you, what temperature, because they're going to be able to have control your thermostat. You're too hot, well, too bad. We'll have to do that in order to, you know, give electricity to everybody. You're too cold, too bad. They may even say you're going to have to do laundry on Mondays and Wednesdays. Don't they already tell you when to water your lawn? So when they say, no, that'll never happen, ha ha. Tell them you were not born yesterday. So smart meter enables dynamic pricing. That's what it is. Dynamic pricing means that it's more expensive in the daytime, cheaper at nighttime. The electric company can charge you more during the peak time when you want electricity the most. The power company wants you to change your lifestyle. Live in a hotter house, do your laundry at night when electricity is cheaper. The electric company reduces their need to build more power plants, at the same time raising rates and firing their meter readers. Smart meters are smart for them. Four key points. The electric company wants you to change how you live. They want you to use electricity in a manner that favors them, not you. Your rates will go up, and they will go up. And if somebody says, oh no, my rates went down, well, wait, and they're probably doing this so just like everybody, you know, so that they can fish everybody into it. Wait until everybody has a hook and then they're going to go for the kill, okay? They're going to go up. The meters track your usage 24 hours a day. They know when you're home, when you're not home. What are you doing? It's like having a house, a room in a set. You know how the set has 3 walls? A room has 3 walls. It lacks the 4th wall. They know. They know what you're going to be doing. What programs you're watching. When you go to bed. What do you do in the computer? What websites are you visiting? They know everything. And they profile users. They're going to make a profile of you over time. And then when all that information, they're going to be giving it, selling it to third parties. Think about police. They're going to be very interested on getting all that information. And there's a myriad of other organizations that are going to be very interested in collecting that information. They will know everything about us. No privacy. In this, make sure that you watch all the YouTube videos that I put in there. There is one that is called Technocracy by Patrick Wood. That's what this is. This is technocracy. These people are technocrats. Technocracy is tyranny via technology. They had not been able to be tyrants until now because they didn't have the technology. Now they have the technology and they say, wow, this is the time, right now. And they are striking. That's what's going on. So watch that video of Patrick Wood, Technocracy. Watch all of them. Watch the ones in the back. Join the lawsuit against Florida Power and Light. The information isn't there. I think this is the only lawsuit in Florida right now. Smart meters can talk to your smart appliances. So there's going to be automatic shut-offs are possible. Smart meters can control what happens inside your house, your home. No clothes washer on Mondays, Wednesdays, etc. I told you about that. The radio transmitter radiation is constant. That really concerns me. I'm very concerned about the health issue. My husband is very concerned about the privacy issue. I don't care about the privacy. I'm concerned about the health issue. And I don't know. Now I am a presenter. You do your homework. You do your homework. You do your research. But I'm telling you that if they are going to put chips in each one of our appliances and our electronics, can you imagine just how much irradiation we're going to have? And maybe we are not sensitive to it. Maybe we don't feel it. But some people do. I know a lady that says, I'm telling you, I feel it, it's horrible, my head hurts, this and that. I know a beekeeper, he finds 200 bees dead every day. He lives in Norman Beach. Because insects and some animals and some insects are very, very sensitive to these radiations. So that's, I don't know, this is a mess. And what hurts me the most is that they are destroying those good analog meters. Where are they going? I don't know what they're doing with them. They have a life expectancy of 60 years, the analogs. And these dangerous, unhealthy smart meters, they only last 15. This is what the technocrats are doing to us. Technocrats. Listen to Alex Jones. So that you see what is happening. Huh? Just Google him. Alex Jones. He's all over the place. Alex Jones. Jones. Just Google him. Alex Jones. He has a website called, what is it? Infowars.com and prisonplanet.com. If Alex Jones is all over the place, if you just go Alex Jones and start listening to him, he has a radio program every single day. You're going to go like, oh my God, this is happening? I'm telling you. I can't believe this is happening. I don't know about you, but this is just unbelievable. They're being added for many years, okay? We just were ignorant. And we think that Obama brought it, well, he opened the gates, okay? But this has been going on for many, 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 many years. We just didn't know. We just didn't know. But they've been working behind the scenes without our knowledge for probably 100 years. The one that knew and tried to put an end to this was John F. Kennedy. So, radio transmitter radiation is constant, maybe safe, maybe not, more study is needed. See, you can tell him, my husband made this PowerPoint, he's not very concerned about the health part, because he just said this. I am very concerned about the health part, he's more concerned about the privacy. What can I do? Well, refuse the smart meter. Put a sign by your meter, stop, do not install smart meter. Email your electrical utility a letter of refusal. Now you have to be firm. I called my power company, and they said, ma'am, you have no choice. That's what she said, Tanya Arias. Oh my goodness, when she said that, I felt like a bull that had been put those banderillas in the back, was ready to charge. I said, I do have a choice. Give me your name. Give me your email address. And then what did I do? I sent a very simple email saying, I don't want a smart meter. My house, my address is this, my account is this. And then I copied the governor, my representative, the senator, and all my county council members. One of the county council members, Andy Kelly, the one that got rid of ICLEI, he called the power company. He says, if she doesn't want one, I don't see why she should have one. The power company says, okay. So they called me back and they said, Ms. Hanford, you don't have to have one. And if somebody comes and installs one, let us know right away. We come back and take it down and say, yeah, you better. So it depends how we fight. Now, if they say you don't have any choice, then people just say, I don't have any choice. And they just sit down, and you have to fight. Yes?
I have a simple suggestion. It probably would be fairly easy to make out of a wire a cage to go around.
They are doing that in California. And I received an email from the folks that sell those. And guess what happened? The police came, the power company came with police. They took them down, and they took all of they had several analog meters, they took them all out. They even said, this looks like a military operation. They told me, because I sent out an email telling them that there's a guy, or it's a couple, they're selling the smart meter blocker. And what it is you just put some kind of a thing around it in the front and in the back, and then it blocks the RFs, radio frequencies. A friend of mine said, Maredy, instead of $60, that's what this costs, just put a coffee can in it, I go like, well, yeah, but the person, I sent that email, and then they said that to me. They said, look, we had that, what you're saying. They came, and they took it out. Did you know that 2 women were arrested because they didn't want a smart meter? This happened in Illinois. So, I don't know. It's frightening. Yes?
How about if you have your property fenced with a sign on it that says, private property, do not enter?
You could do that. You could do that. Yeah. If you have a fence, and bad dog, we have mad dog. Well, in Illinois, they had a fence about this tall, you know? I mean, I saw the guys just jumping over.
You can put a small fence simply around.
That's right. You can build a fence around it. You can put a vicious dog inside the fence, too. So, I don't know. You know, we know of American ingenuity, correct? We know of American ingenuity. Somehow we're going to have, now I don't know about the younger generation that has been brainwashed. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but somebody has to invent something. That's what I'm saying, alternative forms of energy. If we had an alternative source of energy, we could say to the power companies, goodbye, I'm using so-and-so. By the way, somebody told me that they said, you know that you don't have to have Florida Power and Light? You can shop around and have another power company give you your electricity. So shop around and see who is not pushing the smart meters. If everybody did that, then that other company may not start the push of the smart meters, because they say that all of us are running to that company that is not pushing, enforcing the smart meters installation.
Q&A.
Yeah, we can go to the Q&A. Let me just see what, post a sign on your meter, visit your county council personally, get resolution, contact me if you want a resolution. I'll tell you how and it works, because I also coach the people in close to Miami area. Go to Spruce Creek Patriots, Spruce like the tree, Creek Patriots @gmail.com, and then at the end come to me and I'll give you my card. Get a resolution and call your state, call your legislators. Okay. Oh wait, this is the last. This is important. Since the smart grid is going to be it's going to wire up the entire world. Okay? What about a hacker that hacks on just one section of it? Well, it's going to take down the whole thing, you see? They're very concerned about cybersecurity, because everything is tied. Everything is interwoven. I don't know who said that, but it was in the military, some famous person. I was trying to find who. I read that a couple months ago. But they are very concerned. You do your research. They're very concerned about cyber security, you see? So, folks, we need to get rid of these smart meters, and we need to go back to our analogs. I don't know if that's possible. But let's go to Q&A, questions, and go ahead.
First of all, I want to thank you, because you not only explained the problem, but you gave us solutions to help us solve the problem, and we appreciate that. I have really two questions. One is on behalf of a friend of mine who couldn't be here tonight. She Obama-sized her big house and sold it to move to a smaller one across 466A in the Villages, which doesn't mean anything to you, but it will to some people in here. The newest section, and she came to find out that there are smart meters on every one of those houses. She had no clue. She called the power company, said, please take it, I do not want it, and they said, tough. I'm going to give her all this and let her go through the channels, but it can be replaced, is what you're telling us, right? They can, once it's on, it can come off.
It'll be easier if you have a resolution passed on this county, and then you can call the power company and say, hey, we have here a resolution and we don't want one. And then, because that's what we did in Port Orange, the mayor of Port Orange, Alan Green, he was furious about the smart meters, because they even come in unmarked vehicles. Okay, they come and they jump the fences and they unmarked vehicles, and they just go, and if you're not home, well, they still do it. Okay, so he is helping the folks of Port Orange. He says if the power company gives you trouble, let me know, because then they're going to deal with us. So that it helps to pass resolution.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one other quick thing, because this Thursday I am having my hot water heater replaced with one of those tankless hot water heaters. Now we have gas. Are they going to put something on that?
Yeah, gas and water. But for some reason, the gas and the water, it doesn't worry me as much, because it just transmits. It doesn't receive. It has nothing to do. It's not as the radiation is not as much as with the electrical meter, because you have to remember the electrical is going to be talking to all those appliances and all of your other electronics, but the gas is just counting how much gas you're using and sending it to the company. Same thing for the water. So the water and the gas is not as bad. Yeah.
Turn this on.
Yes.
Yes, I was wondering, maybe our first mistake was allowing them to put in the analog ones.
For what, Christmas Day? What?
I mean, that's something. That's an intrusion into our privacy right there, because they're putting them in our houses.
Well, of course, it's an intrusion to the privacy.
They could
yes.
put them out in the public area or something.
Yeah.
But to put them right into our house, maybe that was a mistake. And they do own those meters, so therefore...
Uh-huh. Oh, you have the meter inside your house?
Well, I mean, on the house, I mean. Yeah, it's on...
Oh, on the house, but on the outside.
Right, but
Yeah.
on our property.
Right. They come... Well, they own the meter, so that's why they come, because they own it.
That's right, they own it. And maybe we shouldn't have allowed them to come that close with it.
Well, that's what this gentleman was saying, put a fence
There's
around it.
nothing you can do, because they own them.
Well, they don't respect us anymore. I figured that out real quick when we went in 9/12 of 2009 to Washington to stop the Obamacare.
Yeah.
And then when I came back, and then I saw that they just continued. They don't listen. They don't respect us anymore. So that's the problem. Yes.
Over here.
Aileen.
I have a suggestion, okay, because there's all different ways to attack this problem. But I think the realtors need to also, the National Realtors Association needs to be involved on this, because we can stop the sale of homes. Okay, and it's a way to get the electric companies to stop installing them. But let me tell you, on every resale here in the villages, even if they're installing, SECO is installing these smart meters in all new construction. But the thing that is coming in our neighborhoods is the resale. Every resale that is taking place in the villages, and even the old sections, is having a smart meter installed. And I'm going to tell you that as a homeowner who's selling your homes, you may want to seriously consider the aspects or the problems associated with you're selling a house with an analog meter, and the electric company is now coming in with a smart meter, and how does that affect the sale of your home? You may want to attack it from different angles. So I think the National Realtors Association needs to get involved in this situation.
And also, there is a guy out in California. His name is Jerry, Jerry Day. He sells analogs. So you can, if you have a smart meter, contact Jerry Day and buy your analog. And he even has a video explaining to you how to install it, but you can hire an electrician. You don't want to do that. And hire an electrician and install it, okay? But Jerry Day, talk to Jerry Day about it. I have a friend who is an expert on smart meters. She's from California. She has a lot of YouTube videos. Her name is Deborah, with an H at the end, Tavares, Tavares. Google her. She's from California. Yes.
We attended a recent meeting of SECO at the Savannah Center, a district meeting, and at that meeting, the CEO of SECO said, and I quote, this verbatim, we have no plan to retrofit the villages with smart meters. He said the only place where they're putting in smart meters would be in new construction and commercial property. We've owned our place as it was new for 9 years. I'm not aware that we sell anything. I don't think you do you, Barb?
No.
We're not a commercial property. And
So you're safe.
They installed a smart meter without our knowledge.
Sure.
We knew that they changed it, but they didn't tell us it was a smart meter. And because our meter was fogging up, so they had difficulty reading it.
Yep.
Was what they said.
They said that if we want to have an analog replacing it, that we're going to have to pay for it.
Well, Jerry, they will charge you too. He's selling those. Again, you have to get a hold of your county council members, pass a resolution, and not only them, but also your representative, state representative, and state senator. There's legislation. We're not going to be able to stop this, but with legislation, okay?
I called SECO and their representative. It was obfuscation.
The representative, they have no idea. They don't know.
We'll get back to you, and I haven't heard anything from them.
Right.
And he said that, I was a little hard of hearing, he said there was an agency, I don't know if it was state or federal, who was coming back and making recommendations. And I said, that has nothing to do with my desire to have that meter replaced.
I asked my husband, and because, I always ask him, he's pretty smart. I listen to him. And he says, this is only going to be stopped with legislation. Period. Okay? At the state legislator. So talk to your representative, talk to your senator. Let's all push for that, have legislation to get those smart meters out of our lives. Yep. Anybody else?
I have a question.
Yes.
In the old days, there used to be a regulatory group that regulated power companies and other utilities. Today,
you're talking about the Florida Public Service Commission?
Yeah, do they exist anymore?
I went there because they gave us a hearing day, September 20th of last year. A bunch of us went there. They hardly recognized us at the end. They gave us a little bit of time. They were not paying any attention. All the people, the representatives of the power companies, I was telling them, you're the useful idiots. I even told them that. They're just looking at me. No, and you know what? They are supposed to regulate the utility companies, and they're supposed to represent us, correct? You know what that just happened about a month ago? They told Florida Power and Light, you can self-regulate. You can self-regulate because we have nothing to do with this, because since it is the Federal Communications Commission, go to the Federal Communications Commission and then they will take care of this. That's what they said.
Let me comment a little bit on what I also at this meeting with SECO came in and presented. And what they are saying, I don't doubt what you're talking about is a future concern. What is officially being told by SECO about these is they're only radiating probably, what they're doing, what they're saying is replacing them, the people who read the meters, with interrogating these electricians, whatever, once a month or something like that. That's what they're saying today. What they're also saying from a radiation point of view, I presume, is that it's not much different in radiation than what it takes to communicate from that meter to a cell tower, which is probably the same as your cell phone. It's not the same as a satellite phone. So I really don't know that the radiation is really a real issue, as far as I'm concerned. As an engineer, I would say I don't really know that is the issue. The issue of expanding the capability of this into other areas is a natural concern. If it were just used to reduce the cost to meter what electricity you're using, I would see no problem with it if that were limited to that use only. Is anybody trying to come up with a process where the meter is controlled such that it only is allowed to just basically read your electricity once a month, the same as the people who come and read your meters? Because I don't see any, to be honest about it, if this were to reduce the cost, I don't see any problem with that. I see a real problem with what you are talking about as a future extension.
Well, you know that you're going to be paying more. All right, that was dynamic pricing. The other thing about the health issues, the American Academy of Environmental Medicine said they put a moratorium. They said, don't install any more smart meters until we do more study. We are recommending a halt. So does the World Health Organization. They are against it. The World Health Organization and the American Academy of Environmental Medicine is against this because there's more study needed. About the pricing, it's going to cost more. You have to watch that Patrick Wood technocracy so that you understand what they are doing. And they want to control humanity via technology. And not only the usage of energy, but eventually, when the economy goes down to pieces and our dollar gets destroyed, they want to use, go to a credit, digital money. And digital money is very dangerous because that means you cannot hide your money, okay? And with a push of a button, you can be left homeless. So when they go into that money is going to be done digitally, that is very, very concerning to me. Look, in the health care bill, they put in there twice, and they took it twice, that as of March of this year, we were going to be chipped. Anybody going to the hospital was going to be chipped. Okay? And when I read that, I said, oh, I can't believe it. We investigated. Okay, it was put in there and pulled out. Put in there back again and then pulled out. It's out right now. Okay? That as of March of this year, you end up in the hospital, you're going to be chipped. So what I'm telling you is Agenda 21, inventory and control of humanity.
Mark of the beast.
This is a comment. I recognize Agenda 21 as a tremendous danger to this country. Every part of it is a danger. But I guess, and I understand what you're talking about in terms of that. The issue that people need to understand is what is being presented now by the power companies is not anything like this at all.
Of course, they're not going to tell you the truth.
Strictly as it is now. Yeah,
they're not going to tell you the truth.
Like anybody else.
Yeah, they're not going to tell you the truth, okay? They may not even know the truth, for crying out loud. They're the useful idiots. I told them that in Tallahassee.
I have a simple solution that might actually be some fun, and that is if there are some of us as couples that want to go and look at some of these new construction homes and then say, oh, we're really interested in this home. Oh, wait a minute, it's got a smart meter? Oh no, I won't buy a home with a smart meter. If enough of us do this, the realtors will get the word to the construction people.
Doug, we have activists here because one person cannot do it, but if all of you, okay, go out once a week and do that, then maybe something can be done. I have a sign that says refusesmartmeters.com. I go to the busy intersections and I'm handing this out. Okay? I go to the public library because as long as you're in public grounds, you can hand things out, you can talk to people. So I hand this out. What is the outcome? We stopped the smart meters, I slowed them down in Port Orange and I did that also in Ormond Beach. So we need to be active, we need to go out, we need to just work and go, if you want to do that, go and talk to the realtors. Somebody, form committees, the realtor committee, and then do that here in the villages. Yes.
Are you aware of the case up in Naperville, Illinois, where the police officers came back with the utility man and forced the lady to open her gate?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
How did that, was that ever resolved? Does that come to a conclusion?
I don't know what happened after that. I don't know.
And my second part is, if you say these new smart meters are only supposed to have a 15-year life, Do you know, or have you heard of anything about what they want to replace it with in the next phase 15 years from now?
I have no idea. Maybe by then we'll be all dead and we don't have to have them replaced. I mean, 15 years of this radiation, you know? Either we are dead or we just become glowing humans. You know, we adapt, we change into something else. But talking about there was a lady in Ohio, and they cut off her electricity, and she was freezing. And then Glenn Beck, they contacted Glenn Beck, and then Glenn Beck contacted the governor, and then they brought her electricity back. So she's okay for now, but I think they're still going to try to install a smart meter in her property. So I don't know, folks. You know, I'm just telling you what I did, and maybe some of you may have much better ideas. Like the realtor idea is a good idea, some other ideas, you know, we all need to pull these and we need to work. And it's unfortunate that the younger generation, they're just not concerned, you know, but I think that if we educate them and we tell them, and for instance, you know, in my case, the young people that I know, they understand. And talk to people, always make copies of these, and whoever you come in contact, I always have the flyer, and then I have the Agenda 21. And anybody I talk to, I just count how many seeds I plant every day. So, you know, I come back home, I said, gosh, good, I planted 7 seeds. I planted 5 seeds, I only planted 3. But every time I go out, I don't waste my opportunity to plant seeds. So please do the same thing.
Thank you, Maredy. Yes, John.
The villages just sent out their annual survey letters.
Mm-hmm.
You have a section in there where you can say something. Say we don't want smart meters.
Okay, did you guys hear that? The village is sending out their yearly survey. Please put on there that you are not interested in smart meters. But I'm going to tell you what SECO's answer is. They're not putting it in and have no plans currently to do a refurb on existing homes. That's what they said. But then you ask them, are you putting them on resale homes? And they hem-haul around, and then they finally say, yeah, yes. Okay, that's how they're going to eventually get them throughout. And the more and more there are, the more and more difficult it becomes to fight the issue. If you look at our website under issues, there's a lot of things on Agenda 21, and there's a lot of information on smart meters. We'll continue to put this information out. But the truth is, you need to go back and talk to Deb, and we need 3 or 4 of you guys to be willing to get involved in the smart meter issue and help us fight this. Talk to SECO. SECO will come and talk to you. SECO will come and tell us what this is about, and they'll tell you exactly what they told you at the district meeting. There's nothing wrong with smart meters. You know, it's new technology. And the truth is, there might not be anything wrong with the smart meter. It is the long-term intentions of the technology invading your home, your privacy, and as you continue to add additional radiation and radio waves as the technology continues, we do not know what the side effect, the long-term effect is on health issues. Cell phone, no big deal. Okay, then you add this, then you add that, and it continues to mount up. But the biggest thing is your privacy issue, in my opinion. So we thank Maredy for being here.
Let me just say one more thing real quick. We don't have time, but at home, look for Are Smart Meters a Dumb Idea? Of Watchdog Wire, okay? Google that. Are smart meters a dumb idea? And then they present to you what the power companies are telling you to sell the smart meter to you, but then they refute point by point, okay? When they say, oh, you know, this is okay, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay, here's the video. And they tell you, there's nothing wrong with it, it's okay. That's the power companies talking. But then you go here, and then you read the the industry fiction and then the fact. Industry fiction, fact. Industry fiction, fact. Okay? We don't have time, but at home, please go ahead and do watchdogwire.com, and the title is Are Smart Meters a Dumb Idea? And listen to that and read that.
Thank you. And Watchdog Wire is, if you go to our webpage, it says news or news media. That particular news media is listed under that page. So there's a lot of ways to find this information out through our website, and we appreciate Maredy being with us tonight, and we will continue the concept on Agenda 21 because it literally touches every aspect of your life. Every single aspect, your breathing, your driving, your education, and we will continue to research, but it's up to you to get involved. And thank you again, Maredy, for being with us tonight.
Thank you for having me. I'm very pleased to be here, and it's very nice because, you see, I talk to people, some people just go like, nah, you know, they think. One lady said to me, I think you need a shrink. So thank you for listening.
Thank you. And also we have a reference book now in our library that has the whole Agenda 21 from the Rio de Janeiro summit that was in 1992, and that will continue to be part of our reference library for the Village's Tea Party. See you guys next week. Dan Peterson on property rights will be with us, and the election will be next week at the Savannah Center. Thank you guys all for being here tonight. You guys are a wonderful group of people. Thank you for your contributions. Thank you for everything you guys do. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. You can come up and ask Maredy some questions.